Absolute classic, Robbie. Let's drink to that.
That's brilliant.
Hello, Gordon Dallas here from Warehouse 8, Dunnage Warehouse number 8 here at Glengoyne to celebrate the release of the latest Teapot Dram, and I'm with the man who sometimes could be called Mr. Teapot because Robbie Hughes, you have been here since Teapot 1.
I remember when this was just a twinkle in our eye, Gordon. It was just a dream of what we can actually reproduce at Glengoyne based on that old story, which goes back probably from the 60s, it finished off sometime in the 70s.
And if no one has heard the story, there's quite a few videos out there, mostly of you talking to the Duncan and Billy.
Pretty much about how we used to get people very drunk at Glengoyne during the normal working day, pre-1974, health and safety, all that nonsense that came in 1974, and just what they used to do at Glengoyne. A bit of mischief, a bit of fun, different from any other distillery that ever drank whiskey.
Before we talk about actually what they did with the teapot, did you think when you did Teapot number 1, you'd be here talking about Teapot number 11?
Well, I thought I'd been sucked by Teapot 4, to be honest, Gordon. I didn't think I'd ever get beyond it, but to be here in, what's it, like 14 years since 2011 was the first one? So 14 years here we are in 2025. I didn't think it would go. I thought this would be a project that might have 3 or 4 years, and then we'd probably move on to something else. But the popularity of this whiskey, and followed with the support of the story as well, people just love it. And it's not a massive release. You know, it's several thousand bottles every year. It never goes beyond 4,000, I don't think. So, no, a Teapot 11. Long may it continue.
Well, why'd you put it down to that? What is the secret of its success? In the old days, the men would put the whiskies into the teapot, Robbie, and if you wanted an extra cup of tea, you could...
I would just put that into mine over here.
Yeah.
Like that, and then you've got nothing. Thanks very much for that, Gordon. I didn't expect that.
But that's what
it's about.
But what's the secret of its success? You say it's lasted this long, but why do you think it's lasted?
I think the secret is the story's great. It's a genuine story, so people get into it. And the whiskey is how the guys used to drink it, how the team drank it. It's quite young. There's nothing here that's 14, 15-year-old Glengoynes. These are young whiskies. They're pretty much straight out of the casks that were standing here. Yeah. So it's all natural flavour, natural strength. It's just kind of something you just don't see every day in a bottle, any other shop or other distillery shop even. And it's not the most expensive whiskey. It's at a price where people can afford. So it's popularity, and it changes every year.
That's the thing.
It changes every year. So
who decides, Robbie? There's a person that decides, that gets the different samples from the blending team. Who actually decides what the teapot should be?
So you're pointing in my direction. I've got to say, and I'm very lucky that we've got an array of casks. We've got about 14,000 casks sitting in Glengoyne, and many other casks in other warehouses. So we know the age. So our blending team, they're able to select them based on our warehouse experience as well. We get the casks across to them. Then they usually send samples across to us at Glengoyne. I look at them, and usually I reject them 3 or 4 times.
I've heard.
I do like to reject them because then they send more as well. And so it's a bit of fun there. But so it kind of goes backwards and forwards. But ultimately, I suppose, yeah, it does lie with me to make the final decision. But the blending team, you've got to give them their due. They're the team that actually put them together. Without their expertise and their finesse, I wouldn't be able to select these excellent casks.
You said 3 or 4. That's been very kind. I've heard it sometimes run to double figures, but let's just park that one over there, Robbie. But that's what you're curating these. And how does this one stack up?
The 11. This was actually the easiest. Once. There was once. They'd actually got fed up of me, Gordon, so they said, right, you're going to come to the office. So instead of this backwards and forwards, come into the office. So I came to the office back in either July or August, and we've got to select this much quicker than you normally do, Robbie, because to be honest, you're taking the mickey a wee bit. So they had them lined up, and they only had about 3 or 4 samples for me, just side by side, and I think it was sample number 3, which is Teapot 11, and it just hit the spot. It hit the spot, and it's slightly different from the previous 10. The previous 10 are all great, but it's different. It's got some more sweetness, so I'm looking forward to talking about that in some more detail later on.
That's wonderful. It's a Teapot 11, 59.7% Teapot 11.
Keep it below.
Absolute classic, Robbie. Let's drink to that.
That's brilliant.
Slàinte mhath, folks. Enjoy.
Thank you. Bye.